Hey, how's it going, folks? This is Joe with Joe's Gaming Electronics, and today I'm going to show you guys how to replace a headband on a Studio One pair of Beats. Studio One Beats have the two AAA batteries that power it on. On the right side, you have a switch here. You turn it on and off, and the headband is right here. Very commonly, these headbands will snap at this point right here, or in between these 2 points here. You're going to have 2 screws here, 2 screws right here, and we're going to have 2 screws on the inside with the tab, and then 2 more screws removing this tab right here. On the inside, you'll see that there's going to be a metal strap. There's going to be 2 hinge pins right here, and then 2 hinge pins on the inside holding this strap down. Fairly simple repair here. We get a T5 screwdriver, and we're going to go ahead and remove this. If you guys do need any parts or the screwdriver, we have these in stock, and you can go ahead and just email us with our information in our video, or you can go ahead and contact us through Snapchat or give us a call. Our Snapchat handle is Joe's GE. Our Instagram handle is Joe's GE as well, and our number will be in our bio. So we're going to go ahead and remove these 4 screws. And all the screws on here are a T5 on the outside. And then we're going to go ahead and remove the inside, the trim here. And we already removed the headband cushion. The headband cushion is originally right here, and it just unclips out of place. Be really delicate with it because the headband cushion has a small plastic frame there, and it's possible that it could get ripped. All right, we got that removed. There's the tab. Now that this side is completely free, we have this tab here that can kind of hinge up and down. We're gonna try to keep that in place as much as possible. Or we're gonna go ahead and remove and put a new one back on here. I typically try to keep that in place just to make sure that the hinge pins don't come out of place. If they do come out of place, it's not a big deal, but it's obviously not the most effective way of doing so. All right, I'm gonna get this screw out, and then the last screw here. Perfect. We got that out of the place. Now, as you can tell, those are free. We're gonna kind of just hinge this up a little bit, and as you can tell, now the headphones are without a headband, and that's how the inside of the headphones look. Here is your headband metal. Your hinge pins are right here, and these tabs are actually holding the hinge pins in place. They also have these 2 little rivets that hold the screw in place, so when you're installing the headband, make sure not to over tighten it, but just tighten it very flush to make sure it's going well. And same thing on the other side. All right, we're gonna go ahead and install the headband. We're gonna make sure this wire is going right through the area that is designed for the wire to go through. We're gonna go ahead and install this headband. Make sure you put it on the proper way. The proper way is exactly the same way you removed it. Make sure the Beats by Dre is the actual wording is on there properly, because there is a backwards way of putting it on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do one side at a time. We got this side lined up. Great, and now we're gonna go ahead and install these screws. Make sure that the wire on the inside isn't pinching, because once you start tightening this up, it's gonna be very difficult to move the wire, and you could cause some damage that way. All right, we got one there. I'll put the second one in. Right there. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead to the other side here, and we're gonna install that. As you can tell here, this headband metal has a specific spot for it. So we're gonna go ahead and put that into its proper location. There is a plastic tab in the middle of the headband that will guide this metal headband into its place. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just put this wire back exactly as the factory would have it right there. And then we're gonna go ahead and install these screws right here. All right, I'm gonna install these 2 outside screws. And then we're just gonna be left with the trim to put those in. Great, I'm gonna put that on. This last black screw. The little tricks that I showed you there is gonna save you a lot of time and hassle. If you take the inside tabs out, you're gonna have a really hard time putting it back in with the pins sliding in and out. Obviously it's not super difficult, but these are just a couple quick tricks on how you can really optimize your time. We're gonna go ahead and put these tabs in place. And they're universal tabs, so they can be used on either side. It doesn't really matter. And don't be super crazy on the tightness on this. Make sure you really do take it easy. It's a piece of plastic with some brush metal on top of the plastic in terms of the trim of it. So if you go too hard, you're gonna just break it. All right, slowly get that taken in place. We're looking here now, we're gonna inspect this side before we go to the other side. We said there's no gap in between here. There's no gap in between the trim. We're gonna go to the other side as well and make sure there's no gap here. We're gonna lock this in and out and make sure that no hinge pin fell out. We're gonna adjust this left and right, make sure that this is not loose, meaning that your hinge pins are in place. Now we're gonna go to the left side and finish this off right here. As you can tell, it's not super difficult. Well, usually the hardest part in all this is just finding the correct parts, and finding OEM parts is difficult. We do have them in stock, so if you guys do need any, you can always reach out to us. All right, we're gonna get that last screw in right there. And you got a headband. So you can really interchange any parts on these. Typically, if you want to do a custom pair, you can swap this headband with a different color, with a black band or something, make a custom type of headphones. Or if it's just broken, you want to replace it with the same color, that's also okay. And that's that, folks. All right, well, this is Joe with Joe's Gaming Electronics. We'll be making more videos as always. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope it brought you guys some value in return. You guys can follow us on Snapchat and on Instagram. Our handle is @JoesGE. All right, folks, you guys have a great day.